Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and in this video I'm going to tell you about a movie you should not pick up on Blu-ray. Also, I've got a fantastic unboxing for you from Paul Wadsworth. But first, I've got a shout out for you. So the shout out I'd like to give today is to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Now, I've met up with Sam quite a few times. In fact, I've met up with Sam more than any other person on YouTube. And we just get on great, and we're just sitting and have a cup of coffee, and we just sit for hours and chat about movie, music, and everything. And then we'll go into HMV and sort of have a look through the stuff. Sam has kindly invited me to the cinema, watching a few movies with him, and I will talk about them in a video. I promise, Sam, I will do that. And I just want to say, just get over to Sam's channel because he's just started out. He's so passionate about movies. When we talk, he knows a lot of stuff about movies and music. He's a great collector of vinyl. Doctor Who, he loves Doctor Who as well. Who doesn't? And I'm so glad that Sam has started out his journey on YouTube. He's been wanting to do it for quite a while. He's been holding off just to get himself his confidence up. And I know that you'll go along and show him a lot of, friendship and just take him under your wing because he's a great guy. Got a lot of time for Sam. So that's a big shout out to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Wow, where's me ladders? Nice one. So I'll talk about this film now, then I'll be doing the unboxing from Paul Wadsworth. And stick around the end of the video, I've got another vinyl unboxing for you. So the movie I'm going to talk about here that I don't recommend you picking up is Devil Girl from Mars. Now why, you ask me? When I saw this, I immediately pounced on it. I thought, oh, I can't wait to see this. I love what Studio Canal do with their stuff. I love it's got a slipcover. This movie is from, I'm going to say it's 1954. And, it's got everything going for it. It's so iconically, not, I'm going to say not so bad, it's so good. It's got these characters on that I've seen in horror books, many times over. Lovely slit, nice price. So why wouldn't you buy it? It's got all cards in as well, which I'll show you. And this movie's in black and white. There's your disc there. And I'll show you the R cards. Now, the reason why I'm going to say don't buy this is because, and I'll put some screenshots up to show that it's not just me. When I put this on, I noticed immediately the sound was out of sync. And I mean out of sync. Now, me and Deborah in our house will have this big thing about things out of sync. When I used to have my soundbar on downstairs before it sort of went on the blink, I'd said to Deborah, she used to say to me all the time, the sound's out. And I would say, you're talking literally, a hair. She's going, no, I can see it. I says, well, look at the people's eyes when they're talking, and you can't really notice it that much. And to be honest, sometimes not that it's out of sync now because I took the bar off for this moment. And these cards are lovely, I've got to say. I can't fault the set, but when we put it on, when I put this on, I thought the other day, I thought, I'm just going to watch this one. It's just really in the mood for it. So I put it on, and I could tell immediately the sound was way out for me. And I thought, well, just look at the eyes and see if you can get through it. No, I couldn't get away with it. It really drove me to destruction. Could not take me, mate. I went fast forwarded it. It's all like that. So I went online and I had a bit look just to see it was just me. And there's lots of things online that say, look, this is wrong. Some people say, well, it works, and some people say it doesn't. And they're talking about it being a disc replacement scheme, all that type of stuff. Haven't heard anything from Studio Canal because I look around the net. There's a lot of people talking about this. A lot of people complaining on Amazon. So what I'm going to do with this one is, because I've got the receipt here, I'm going to go back to, rather than do this whole disc replacement thing, and might not even get a disc replacement on this, because if it was like the Arrow 88, I'd be confident I will get me with me receipt. I'll get it replaced. Now, I don't know how Studio Canal are for this, and maybe in the future they will do a new one and replace this sort of audio fault on it. Apparently it's not framed right as well, which I didn't realise. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to HMV the next time there. I'm going to say, right, I got this. There's a receipt. It's out of sync. If they say, we'll just get another one, I said, no, I know it's a fault with the company. This disc is not right. So I'll just have my money back, please. And hopefully they'll say yes, because I can't say why. Not my fault. So yeah, I'll keep you updated to see what it is. But in the meantime, if you're going past this one in the shops and you think they're getting it, don't get it, because I can't imagine, unless, because I say there's somebody say on the comments about this, they say maybe it's just somebody's player, maybe somebody's player plays like this and it doesn't play right on another one. I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. I've never really heard that one before. But I'm saying, in my point of view, I would say stay away from this until we find out what's going on, because apparently, as according to another person when they talk about it, is that all of these are like this in the shops. So there you go. So great presentation, great art cards, great slipcover, great price, but it's basically unwatchable because of the sound sync audio problems. So avoid. So now here's an unboxing from Paul Wadsworth. And I just want to take a time out to say thanks to Paul for sending me this thing. I mean, this is like a brick. Well, it's not a brick, but you know what I mean. So yeah, really well wrapped. I'll get into this. This is heavy. And a nurse scalpel. Thank you. Try when you open these, you try to find a way where you're not going to stick this in anything. So you have to be careful about this. I want to thank Paul, who's he's always talking to us on Instagram. I want to thank him for, as well as everybody else, for all the support I've had recently, especially in messages and comments. It's been really nice to get them. It's really good to think that, in a way, people have got your back, which is it's a good feeling to have. And also, like I say, I'm really like optimistic and like hopeful about everything. I'm not going to be brought down by it. So it's great to keep on this trajectory of just being hopeful and, very positive. I think that's the way you've got to be, isn't it? Don't let anything get on top of you. You know, I say this every time when I'm greeted by something that's been sent by a true collector and somebody who thinks I would like to see this getting to the other end without somebody taking it for a game of football in the park. If we all think about this and we take pride in the way we package stuff and the way we present things to someone we're giving gifts to, we've all done it. Why can't any of the people that you pay good money for these items? And also, is it because Amazon charge you free packing? Well, you've got to pay for it, like really, haven't you? Do they not take any notice of the fact of what they do? Just a just a little bit of an observation there. So what Paul has sent me is, sure, someone reads my mind in bed at night, which I sleep there, and imagine waking up to all this in the morning. Deborah loves it. And I'd thought to myself, there's a few things that I thought are really after this certain thing, but I don't really speak about it. And then all of a sudden, they pop through the door, and you think, how did people know? So what this first item is, these are Vault of Horror, the Italian Collection, Volume 1 and 2. Well, that says just that, and then it says Volume 2. Now, I haven't got my glasses on, but I'll try and read these. I'm looking on here and I can hardly make out what they are. My arms aren't long enough, but I can definitely see the one I was looking for. Fabio Frizzi, or Frizzy? No, it's Frizzi. Main theme from Zombie Flesh Eaters. Oh, you'll be able to read that better than me. These have got the songs from the movies, from the Italian movies, and I'm going to say probably, hopefully it's got, I've got Suspiria soundtrack, but it'll have things on like, I can't read them actually because it's just my eyes are terrible. But these are absolutely incredible. Look at that. They'll be in the car. I do play soundtracks in the car, much to Deborah's dismay. Now, the reason I was saying he must have read my mind is because I've been looking for the vinyl releases of these online, and it's not expensive, but I think I'll probably get one somewhere down the line. Obviously, I listen to vinyl in the house, but I can't take them in the car. But what I can do with these ones is I can put them onto my, the stick that goes in my car, the flash drive, and this is amazing. That Zombie Flesh is on the one of the best soundtracks ever. That song, which I won't sing. Incredible. That's amazing. Paul, honestly, it is. And also, what else is amazing, which I wasn't expecting it to be like this, is this. Look at this. Thrill Power Overload, 2000 AD, the first 40 years, revised and expanded. Now, we were talking about this. We was talking about early 2000 ADs, which I used to have, and I used to love, and I gave them all away to my friend. Well, I'm saying that I gave them all away. I didn't really. I just says, "Do you want to lend them for a bit?" Of course, you never see them again. How many times has that happened to you? Oh, look at that battle picture. I had that one with the stickers. In fact, I haven't got the stickers anymore, but I have got that one. I've got most of the early battles, which was okay. It wasn't a bad comic. Oh, here's the boy. There's action. All them ones are down there. As you know, I love the action ones. I knew this would they would mention this because the same people who made 2000 AD did make action comics. They made action comics until it got banned. Then they went and released 2000 AD, which is a sci-fi comic, which was still pretty gory, and they were managed to sort of sneak it under the radar. So we had to go. We sort of had to leave. Well, I still kept on collecting action, even though it was watered down. So we went and had to go to 2000 AD for our fix. There's a good picture from Hook Joe, the comic there. Now that's one of the ones that was in the post bands. These are the ones would have been cut, for want of a better word. It's got a lot of stuff in here about this is just bringing so many things back to me. The Harlem Heroes. There you go. Welcome to your future. That's another cover that got into serious trouble. Aggro is the way of life. Kids rule okay. There's a kid there with a bike chain beating up a copper policeman. The original stories like Mach 1 were extremely violent. We had to censor almost every page. Nice one. Flesh. Flesh was such a good. That was really over the top and gory. That, and I love dinosaurs as well. These are the thing. I mean, I had that. I had that spinner thing, which I lost immediately. Everyone did. Judge Dredd. It's great to get these things when you can just go back and you can relive these memory things because 2000 AD and Star Lord as well was huge at the time when it came out. All these comics were. When you think about when you were a kid, what else have you got to do apart from look at books and watch some kids' TV and go out and play with your mates? That's it, really. There was nothing else you could do apart from listen to records, which I used to listen to. But this was probably before I got into my record stage. I used to sort of go crazy with all of these comics, these early comics, which were it. I think they were testing for some reason in the 70s. They were testing they were testing the boundaries with acceptability. It's got some really amazing things in here. This would be a fantastic read. I've still got some of the 2000 ADs actually. I like a character in here, which you'll probably see coming up, is Judge Death. I would love them to make a movie, Judge Dredd movie with Judge Death in it. That would be amazing. What a character he is. Yeah, takes his mask off, and people look into his face, and they turn to like skeletons. There he is. There's the man himself, Judge Death, and there's his what are they called again? Because it was like four of them, like the four horsemen of the apocalypse kind of thing. I can't read this. Should have got my glasses on for this. Squantium Dog, Nemesis, which I don't know. I just for some reason I could not get away with that. It was really weirdly drawn. Nemesis, Rogue Trooper. Now I think I used to. No, I think I used to read this for most of the 80s. Actually, I'm trying to think when I stopped. Maybe probably in the 90s. I think I got too much into maybe movies. It's some great artwork in here. Tells you about the different artists. There's another comic they used to draw things out of. It was one of the things that you used to do when you were a kid. You used to get a good artwork. And you should try and draw it. There's what's he called again? Thog. Is that him? Is that what he used to say? No, it is. I Thog bring you through power. Used to say it. Some greeting that used to say, "Splundig ver thrig, squax dec Thorgo." Who could argue with that? Oh, look at this. This is when you had. I like that. There's a visual history of the different logos for 2000 AD. This is like bringing everything back with us. I love stuff like this. Got some of them other books. I think we've got them in the cupboard in there. Definitely going to have a good look through this with my glasses on. I've seen that book before. Future Shock, the story of 2000 AD. Don't forget, Future Shock. I've got that down there in the Arrow video. Actually, that might be the Metrodrome might be that movie. You got some there when it went. I remember it went like semi-realistic as well. That artwork. That's brilliant. So wow. So this is absolutely brilliant. Plus, as well, you get the start about Action Comics. This is in perfect condition. Just absolutely amazing. I can't thank Paul enough for sending these across to me. I mean, look at that. Got loads of stuff to read in there, to revisit. And this stuff here, I can't wait to check these out. And what I'll do is actually, I know I've made this video, I will go away, I will look at this properly with my glasses on, and I'll come back and I'll tell you some of the songs on here that I've looked at and I've listened to, because this is stuff that I've been after. And like I say, this might be the CD versions of them albums that I had that you can get. And something I would have wanted anyway if you don't get download codes with them. This thrill ride of collecting comics, as you know, I talked about it before. Before all of this stuff was comics, I used to collect that first, and I did collect them. Mine. Didn't look not say I didn't look after them. I did look after them, but I didn't keep them apart from the action ones and some other ones in the cupboard. So yeah, so amazing. I will come back and I'll finish this video off by talking more about these CDs. So thanks a lot, mate. Really, really, really do appreciate that. So I've had a listen to these and I'll tell you what's on them. So nurse, spectacles, thank you. It's the smallest things, isn't it? Right, so on Vault of Horror, Italian Collection 1, amazing. You've got some great songs on here. You've got the theme from Blood and Black Lace. That Actually, I couldn't see this when I was looking at it, and now I can see it. When I put them on, I was going, I can't believe what's on here. You've got the theme from The Last Hunter. You've got this theme from the one called A Certain Word and Holocaust. And the certain word rhymes with, well, Frankie Vaughan. Frankie Vaughan or Holocaust. From the theme from Eaten Alive. The theme from New York Ripper. What a theme that is. Bargain with the Devil from Beyond the Door. That's a straight. I've never seen that movie actually. One from Tentacles, which is quite good actually, and the main theme from Cannibal Ferox, which is just disco. The main theme from Cannibal Apocalypse is quite good actually. The theme from Absurd. The main theme from Zombie Flesh Eaters. I mean, come on, that's probably the zenith. What I thought it was. You get the one from City of the Living Dead, main theme. You get the theme from The Beyond. And you get the theme called I Remember, which I didn't know that was a title, from House by the Cemetery, the main theme. I think that's my favourite one. You get the theme from Zombie Flesh Eaters 2, or Zombie 3 as it's called. You get the theme from Bronx Warriors. You get the theme from the New Barbarians, which I've got over there. And then that theme is nearly my favourite one as well. It's so good. Fighter Centurions, theme from Rome 2033. That's by Riz Ortolani. Can't grumble with that. Ennio Morricone, end theme from Holocaust 2000. Never heard the movie. What music? Well, it's Ennio Morricone, isn't it? And also, I Celebrate Myself from Emmanuel in America. What a movie that is. So on volume 2, you get a one from Savannah Violenta, which I've never heard of. A theme from Zombie Holocaust. Bay of Blood. Man from Deep River. Great theme, that's a great movie. The theme from Contraband. Lucio Fulci, which I've got over there. Amazing, man. Theme from Phenomena. Theme from Conquest, which is another Lucio Fulci movie which I haven't got. Theme from Manhattan Baby. Theme from The Antichrist. Theme from Enigma, which is over there somewhere. I think that's it. The theme from The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue, which is over there. That's a good theme, mate. These are it's such like the whole package I got from Paul is like a trip down memory lane because all these stuff I'm putting them on. And actually, when I put it on the disc, I was watching it on the Blu-ray player. Well, listening to it on the Blu-ray player, and I went and listened to it. And I thought, I know that one. And I checked it off on the card what it was. The theme from Thunder. The theme from another theme from The Last Hunter. Opera, the opera main theme. Another one from City of the Living Dead. Another one from Cannibal Ferox. One from the theme from Cat in the Brain, which is, it's over here somewhere. I think has it got that? No, it's gone. Like that. I can't see that. I can see this now, but my eyes. And also the theme from Lady Frankenstein, which is over there. So these are absolutely incredible. I can't thank Paul enough. I went and looked online for these just to look to see the vinyl versions out there. This one is massively out of print, and this one you can actually buy on vinyl. I think you probably got this, Paul, with the vinyl, but it's just amazing that I've got the Demon records. If you're after them, I highly recommend them. These would be incredible on vinyl, but these are going to go in the car. I'm going to rip them off onto my stick, and these are going to be listened to in the car, much to Deborah's delight. Okay, so I've got to thank you once again, Paul. You played a blinder there, mate. Really, really happy with this stuff. So once again, thanks, mate. And to end, I've got a new vinyl unboxing for you. I'll be unboxing this. Now, this is in my top 10 albums of all time. I used to own this on vinyl, of course, back in the day. I think this one was one that survived my water damaging, which is, wow, can you imagine that? Well, as record collectors, water damaging is the worst thing ever. But this was one of them that I don't think fell foul of that, but I know I passed it across to a good friend of mine. The original vinyl I had, when I sort of fell out of love with vinyl, but now I'm very much back in love with vinyl. I thought this is definitely one I wanted to get. Now I've got this one from, I'll leave a link down below to this, where I got this from. I got this from Beatdown Records in Newcastle. This is a stamp I got for the records I bought on this day. And I had a great chat with the guy in the store. It used to be called Pet Sounds. Now, Pet Sounds was a great place to go, but it hasn't changed. It's exactly the same. I'm wanting to get all the Kraftwerk albums anyway, and this is my favourite Kraftwerk album. But I will be getting, not all of them, but most of them. I had them all on vinyl. And at this point, I haven't got any. But that's because I gave, apart from Autobahn, I sold Autobahn. That was water damaged. And anyway, that's getting off course. So I'll get this open and we'll see what this is like together. It is the 2009 remaster, and it was $21.99. So you can't argue with that. Because I went across to HMV on the same day and thought, what they got for it in HMV, £50. I thought, no thank you. So I'm going to get into this. Let's see what we get inside. So that's open there. I'll just show you the back. This is a pretty faithful recreation of the original album cover. Although it does say on here, it just mentions Ralph Hutter and Florian Schneider, who's Ralph Hutter, Florian Schneider. Doesn't talk about the other two, Karl Bartos, Wolfgang Fleur. They were gone by the time of the 2009 remaster, and I think it's just them sort of taking ownership of this particular product, because the remasters might be a bit of, it's not re-recordings, it might be a bit of a separate entity. So let's see what you're getting here. I don't know, I think this is yellow vinyl, but I don't know, haven't looked at it at all. So you get a booklet in here, and you also get this inner sleeve. The memories are flooding back when I look at this. As usual, very minimalistic, but you know, you expect that from Kraftwerk, and to be honest, I don't mind that that's a thing the Kraftwerk do. There's some lyrics to, yeah, some lyrics to Pocket Calculator. Is that in German as well? Maybe, no. Yeah. I think they're just loose in general. What I forgot to say about this was, in Beatdown Records, if you go, I got 2 albums and I got 4 stars on there. And when you get 10 on there, you get £10 off your next purchase. So that's good. Every little helps. It's amazing, that. Interpol and Deutsche Bank, FBI and Scotland Yard. Business, numbers, money, people, time, travel, communication, entertainment. That's Ralph, Karl, Wolfgang and Florian. I don't think I've seen this one before, this particular picture before. There is the robots, the robot versions. Actually, the robot versions of these look really realistic, but you don't want them to look too realistic. You want them to look like actual showroom dummies. That's great. Amazing artwork. This would look good as an art installation somewhere. You know, if there's a Kraftwerk art installation, I would love to go and see one. I imagine there would be somewhere along the line. Beautiful booklet. Here is the vinyl. I remember that picture. You see, the original version of this is quite similar, but it's got a few. It never had a booklet in. This is new, the booklet. And like things like this is new as well. I like it though. Right, let's see what this vinyl is. I do think it's yellow, but I don't know. Oh, it's black. That's quite good actually. I wasn't expecting it to be black. In fact, I haven't seen a black vinyl opening. I don't think this is rare at all. But I'm happy with that. I like coloured vinyl. I don't mind say that. I don't say I don't like it. I just, sometimes black is better. Well, it is better, you know, everyone knows that. But this record will need a slight bit of cleaning. I can see there's a little bit of dust on there. I will clean the vinyl, but what I will do is at the moment just double check. No polyline in there. I'll put a polyline on. So I've got here. I polyline on all these new vinyls. I polyline every single one that goes in that hasn't got polyline in it. I know I put it in with the dust, but I will clean it off. Put that in there. These fit really well. I got these off my good friend, Mr. Dave Ramsden. And if anybody is wondering, I do recommend them highly. There you go. So that's the unboxing of Computer World, the 1981. Amazing album. For me, my favourite album by them. And although the other albums are equally as good, And on certain days I've been listening to my machine quite a lot recently in the car. I've got all these on download, obviously. Can't wait to put this through the paces. It's paces. So there you are. Kraftwerk, Computer World, 1981. So as you can see, I'm seriously getting in my vinyl. I can't stop looking at it. In fact, I pick them all up and I go through them all the time. And I just have such a blast. And I've been listening to them as well. And actually the sound quality of them was just fantastic. When you put the needle onto the vinyl, you literally can't hear anything else but the music, which is something I'm not used to, because when I used to look at these back in the day, sometimes they were really scratching that. I mean, not through me, but just, you didn't really take too much notice about these records, and always getting put into like sleeves that were in like polyline, and that wasn't a thing or anything like that. So I want to thank Paul Wadsworth once again for taking me down memory lane. And please get over to Sammy G's World of Movies. You'll have a great time with him. He's a great lad. And I can't wait to meet you again, Sam, very soon. And also, if you're there, Sam, do not pick this movie up. Okay? And I don't advise anybody else to pick it up. So anyway, thanks for watching. You take care, especially you, Paul. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.